Yo ho ho, bagheads! It's your boy BaggiBoi, and over the past year, I've made a couple videos about my crazy psychic mom, which begs the question, am I psychic too? Now, I'm gonna have to ask you to be open-minded for this video, because, bagheads, I can predict when people are gonna die. Oh good, you're still watching. The clickbaity intro worked. But it's also true. I have, indeed, predicted when people are going to die. And here's my craziest example of that. It was the evening of March 13th, 2018, and unless you want spoilers, don't Google that date. I was in bed, and just as I was starting to fall asleep, I said aloud to myself, can't believe Stephen Hawking's gonna die tonight. And then promptly passed out. Flash forward to 3 in the morning when I woke up shaking. It was like I had an anxiety attack in my sleep. Chitters all over. Something tells me this is becoming a pattern. For the next half hour, I try my darndest to get back to sleep. But I am physically incapable of doing so. As you do when your anxiety yeets you from slumber, I decide to check Twitter. And, bagheads, guess what was #1 on trending? Oh my god. I killed Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking dies age 76 was the first thing my crusty eyes read at 3 in the morning on March 14th, 2018, the day that Stephen Hawking passed away. When I was a kid, and even now somewhat, I was super into astronomy. I thought Stephen Hawking was mega cool and inspirational. That night was the first time I'd thought about him in years, and I don't think that was just a coincidence. Needless to say, I did not get back to sleep. Predicting death is cool and all, but you know what's cooler? Reading people's minds. What? Everyone's got a voice in their head. You know, the one that narrates while you're reading, checks people out, recites a list of all the embarrassing things you've done when you're trying to sleep. That voice. Everyone's got some sort of inner speech. However, mine is special, because sometimes the dialogue in my head isn't my own. Often, I'll find myself thinking of oddly specific phrases for things that are totally irrelevant in the present moment, only for someone nearby to say those exact same words. For example, one school day I was walking through the halls when that little voice in my head piped up and said, "You've got a case of RBF. RBF? What's that? I had never heard of such a thing. I didn't even know whether it stood for something or was some kind of disease. I kept walking, trying to decipher this riddle, when a teacher I recognized started talking to me. Whoa, Baggy, looks like you got a case of RBF. Chills. Literally chills. She repeated, beat for beat, the exact phrase that the little voice in my head told me earlier. But I still had no clue what it meant. What's RBF? You know, resting bag face. First of all, what the heck? Second of all, the audacity of this teacher, and third of all, what the heck? Sure, a teacher telling a student that they've got resting bag face is probably a no-no, but me literally reading her mind? Absolutely bonkers. These stories are just a glimpse into what my everyday life is like. This was supposed to be a conclusion to the psychic trilogy, but since so much has happened in these past few months alone, I'm not sure if a conclusion is even possible. Do you think I'm psychic? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Moral of the story?
Regardless of if you have psychic powers or not, it's important that you use your abilities for good. Whether your ability is writing or animating or just being a cool friend. And if someone ever tells you that you have resting bag face, just take a look deep inside yourself and tell them their exact date and time of death. Wait. Sorry about the super long gap between uploads. It's literally been an entire year pretty much since I uploaded my last storytime video. Really sorry about that. I was super busy with school and I got into a crap ton of new TV shows that I binged the heck out of. On the flip side though, I am just bursting with new ideas and I hope that you will stick with me whether or not I decide to continue with story time or do more animated meme content. If you want your name in the credits with these cool people here, donate to my Patreon. It's only $2 and your name will appear in the credits of all future videos. Alright, see you around.